way out of that, but because he's a centre forward, he just want to get back up front.
The early cross this time. Now Murphy looks to find Birmingham. Schwei looks to pick out Zappa Costa, who may still get the opportunity to deliver the cross. How to do that? And that should be a memorable occasion. Chelsea against Spurs at the
quality of the opposition and the amount of balls that we're just putting in there time and time again. Well, this was the early chance, wasn't it, for Batshuayi that was pushed around the corner, and this was the one that
actually doesn't quite find Abraham.
Now they're the little things, aren't they, that have to work when the season starts.
2-2 draw, and the likes of Patrick Van Arnholt and Liam Bridcut also featured. It's a typical expansive ball from David Luiz, but just beyond Emerson on this occasion.
Crossbar.
He's a player who will have returned us.
Luck with the rebound as well, so super save. But Ross Barkley does really well, doesn't it? And
Zappa Costa. That's cleverly.
Initially, there's a good opportunity now for Chelsea. We haven't seen too many free kicks on the edge of the box, and this will be
on this ground as well when he was at West Ham 19 years ago as a youngster. Jorginho losing out to Forrester.
I think he did the right thing there, Jorginho. He could have gone in for the challenge, but he gets the strike away. It's just a question of time when someone was going to have a pop at goal. Loose ball. To see the reactions of the players, isn't it? I mean, the short pass they gave Tammy Abraham
is extended as the play was eventually whistled dead of, and of course Christian Pulisic will be
finds himself in good space. And as this was working itself out, lovely touch here forward by Ross Barkley over the top.
To the final minute of the opening 45, and we'll see an entirely new manager, including Billy Gilmore, Clive, who was one of the major pluses from the game on Wednesday night.
In a playing style, but the mentality, the winning way that Chelsea have had over the last 15-16, and they have to do it in front of the manager. Now, it's all very well players going away on loan. The manager, whoever he is.
And it could have been 4 or 5 in the first half. Michy Batshuayi in particular was denied by some splendid goalkeeping by Barry Murphy. But it's a good sign for Billy Gilmore that a number of youngsters have now gone home.
Giroud's pulled out a little bit wider. But yeah, it's interesting about Billy, and he's really getting involved in the game early.
Here is Alonso. That's another dangerous ball in. It breaks to Palmer, and that's a very cardy. It was Kevin Toner who blocked it, one of the players who has come on at half-time. But he got the job done. Giroud. And at the other end, Billy Gilmore will be enjoying this taste of some of the onslaught they received the longer the first half went on.
Just gone a little bit quiet at the moment, though, isn't it? Obviously, the injury to Webster has just given.
He may have a key role as a starter for next season.
Certainly might do.
Might make it, then they forge a career in the Irish Premier League. As the
players for not looking across the line and seeing that they're in a offside position, but you know, these guys from St Pat's have been making those sorts of runs.
Murphy, who had a very in the centre. Gilmore. Chelsea have the throw-in. Bats once again.
Well, again, some great movement, isn't it? And Pedro picks the ball up deep, plays a 1-2 with Casey Palmer, gets involved further up the field. But again, for me, the
Frank Lampard. Just see what Alonso does here.
I haven't seen too much of that in the second half, as we perhaps saw from the likes of Emerson and Zappa Costa.
It's Gilmore who wins it back. Azpilicueta. And the touch from Giroud. The goal has been a long time coming.
It's interesting to see what will happen in the up and coming games. You know, Japan's going to be a different ball game.
The starting 11 for the first games in the Premier League, with all of his
central midfield player who should be holding play up at that stage and maybe forcing it into a wider area. Let's hope he gets a few more opportunities pre-season.
Morris has had so much experience of dealing with young players at Chelsea. Gilmour again on the edge of the penalty area.
He picks him out really well.
Have to play 8 games just to reach the group stage.
Frightening
as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we've seen Billy probably play a little bit further to the right, so you think the more central.
Turner is able to clear. Shaw home, which of course will be a very emotional occasion before games against 2 promoted sides, away to Norwich and at home in the Championship 12 months ago, first with Blackburn and then with Bristol City. Republic of Ireland under 19 squad.
Tempo again.
Well, they're a club who've produced some very famous players over the
and that's maybe what we're seeing.
Gilmour just losing out. Here is.
It's the sort of thing you do as a defender if you get exposed, as Andreas did.
Has that sort of ability.
Yeah, it's nice to see as well, isn't it? Didn't quite work, did it? But lovely little through ball.
Alonso was able to clear, and I suppose they'll take a bit more from this. Gilmour didn't have a huge amount happening ahead.
Or so.
Now Toner. Clark was able to turn. Chelsea will be keen for their first clean sheet of pre-season.
Полетаев. Блокаут, момент. Но вот серия, которую Полетаев отподавал в первом сете, она многое сулила, что ли, с его выхода для Польши положительные были. Ну а сейчас шанс еще на один брейковый мяч. Вновь Полетаев. Ну, там реакция Хейнена уже не осталась без внимания. Хорошая доводка. Вновь через Полетаева. Вот тут и заступ был, к сожалению. Тогда о чем разговор? Ну, разговоров мы не слышали, поэтому... Да? Бедно цепанул там. Хороша подача, но вот тут хорошо вы блоком самим сработать. И сборная России.